So boos in all Mario games function with if you turn your back, they'll chase you.
Yeah.
And if you turn to face them, they go,
They cover their eyes.
oh my.
Yeah.
That's how they work. So Yoshi's Woolly World. Welcome back to Yoshi's Woolly World. We're at Notwing, the Koopa's Sky Fort, and you have a thought to share.
Yes, continuing my thought from the last video, which for us was about 3 minutes ago, but
Might be longer for you.
my brain works in dog years. 1 minute is 7 years, so, you know. But we were talking about The Witcher, and I'm sure it's been a while, but I kind of try to stay away from some celebrity gossip stuff. But I was watching a video, and they released a picture of Liam Hemsworth as Geralt. And it's as if you bought Geralt from Wish. Like...
You showed me that picture, and my first reaction was
it's not good.
Oof.
It's not good.
And I got nothing against the actor, but it's just, oof.
Why?
Well,
Why?
Started as a good thing. Started as a very nice video game adaptation.
Well, it was the same. They did the
not
same
going
thing with
that
The
way.
Mandalorian. Like,
Yeah.
it started great,
Started awesome.
and then they had to bring the Skywalkers in, and they just ruined it.
So, I think it's funny that, like, them bringing the Skywalkers and the Mandalorian has kept us from watching anything Star Wars related for the past few years.
Well, because I feel like all they're gonna it's only gonna be fan service. It's gonna be them
I've heard the
fixing what fans think is wrong with every other movie.
I've heard the only, like, genuinely good one is Andor. And funnily enough, apparently it's it's written by someone who doesn't much care for Star Wars to begin with.
That's probably why it's good. And I mean that in the nicest way possible. Because sometimes if you're too close
But, like,
to the
it
content...
actually really dives into the politics of the Empire, from what I've heard.
I heard Osaka was good. But, again...
Ahsoka, I've heard mixed things.
I have no interest. I have no interest in watching any of it. Because they're doing this fun little thing that if you watch one, you have to watch them all.
Yeah. Yeah,
They're starting to bring that type of bullshit into books, and it's making me real mad.
Are you serious? That needs to stop.
It's not, like, a requirement yet, but it's a big thing right now with, like, authors like Sarah J. Maas, who is very popular. She writes very well, okay? I did read some of her books. I did DNF them, so I didn't finish them.
Compliments for the criticism. Very wise.
Well, it has nothing to do with her writing style. She has a very good writing style. Her descriptions are fantastic. Her characters are wonderful. Just, I don't give a shit about the plot. Like, I don't care about the book, if that makes sense.
So is she trying, like, an extended universe, or what's going on here?
So what she's doing, for the one series that she wrote, they're calling it Tandem Read.
Ouch.
So basically, you have to go through all of the books and, like, sticky note when to read them, and you read them all at the same time.
Okay.
And it gives you a different perspective of the story.
All right.
So this is a 7-book series.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'll read one page of book 1, and then I have to jump to book 3, and then I go back to book 2, and then I go to book 7.
No.
And it's like,
no,
I can't do that.
No.
No.
No. No. I'm an old curmudgeon in that sense. No.
And it's just like,
That would be
I
like,
hate it. I hate
start
it.
Final Fantasy until you reach level 10.
And
go
then
back
go-
to the next Final
yeah.
Fantasy. And
it's like,
no.
I think that's really interesting and very impressive that you can write a 7-book series that can be read like that. Like, the amount of planning that had to go into it.
Fair.
However, I, as a reader, don't want to do that.
Yeah, I'm an old curmudgeon in that sense.
Like,
no, thank you. Call me a boomer all you want. I ain't doing none of that garbage.
I'm just like, I always have the book I'm reading with me in case I have, like, a chunk of time where I can't do anything else. I have my book. I can entertain myself. Could you imagine if I had to lug around the entire Harry Potter series so that I could read it?
I mean, some would argue that you do have to read the entire.
Well, no, I meant like all at once.
Yeah.
Like if I had the book that I'm reading with me so that I can enjoy that book when I have time. It's not just one book. Like I can't just pull one book out of my purse. I have to be like, excuse me, can you move? I need this whole space to set out my tandem read.
Yeah.
Like.
I mean, that's one way to make a lot of money. You gotta buy all these at the same time and read them at the same time.
God.
You can't space out your purchases because you won't understand the story. You gotta buy all 7. All 7 or no deal.
And if anybody watching tandem reads, like, let
So
me
were they
know
released
why.
at the same time then?
No.
How does that work?
You can read them individually.
Oh, you can read them individually.
And
Okay.
then you can reread them as a tandem read.
As a tandem. Okay.
But it's
Well,
like
that makes it a
the
little better.
The new thing
So it's like,
now
what the
that people
hell?
are doing is why would you read them twice? Just tandem read them.
Just tandem read them from the once you get all of them.
Because
So it's
they
like-
are all out now.
It's
the
like
whole
the-
series is available.
It's like the book equivalent of like binge watching.
Imagine binge watching with 3 TVs in front of you and you're watching 3 different animes and all at the same time
Okay.
to get a different story.
I'm still not following. Like,
So,
I think I get it, but like,
I think what the point is, so for this, and again, I didn't read this series because I didn't like her other series. I'm not a romance reader. I don't like
smut.
smut.
Yeah.
And that's what these books are. Kudos to her. She's made a lot of money. She's a very famous author now, and she should be. She's very talented. I just don't like that type of story.
Sometimes
it's
I
not
don't know
my
if
dig.
I don't like smut because you don't like smut, or I don't like smut because like it's not my dig either.
I
don't know.
am not against smut when it serves the story.
Well, there's only one instance I can think of where it serves the story.
Yeah, we know Terminator.
Yeah.
But
Most important sex scene in cinema.
But I even mean like, take Game of Thrones for example. Game of Thrones has smut for the sake of smut. You want to see boobs, you go watch Game of Thrones because you're gonna get an eyeful all the time
I'm
in
not gonna
every
argue
episode.
with that, yeah.
But a type of smut that serves the story would be Jaime and Cersei.
I got you. Okay.
It's smutty, it's gross, but it serves the story.
I got you.
So it's not there for the sake of it being there. It has a purpose as to why
Purpose.
it's there.
Okay.
Where smut for the sake of smut is just like, okay, I get it. You're horny.
Uh-huh.
I don't care. Can we get on with it? It's just not for me.
I got
It's
you.
not for me. But with tandem reading, the way that it works is like each book is a perspective. So and again, I have not read the series, so I don't know for certain, but it's like your main character is book 1, and then their like romantic interest is book 2, and then, the person that's watching them is book 3. So if you tandem read, you get all of the perspectives in a timeline.
Okay.
Does that make more sense?
It does make more sense. I'm following now. I like how we're talking about like smut and tandem reads with all these happy little balloons.
Just Yoshi.
All these happy little balloons. There's no smut in Yoshi.
Facts, that's why it's so good.
There was no smut in Nintendo until Nintendo's like,
Bayonetta.
we need Bayonetta.
I'm very
Although
interested in Bayonetta because from what I
It's
understand,
different.
she's not smutty. She's sassy.
Yes.
She's making fun of some angels and demons.
Yes.
Getting under their skin. So
Yes.
it's not necessarily like she's a skank.
She's a tease.
Yeah. I'm interested. And I've seen her costumes, and I like her costumes. She's not like running around naked. I know her costumes are her hair,
Yeah. So,
but
let's reserve judgment and let the game speak for
I'm
itself.
open-minded. I'm very interested. It seems right up my alley of what I like. It doesn't look like it'd be smutty.
I think I'm letting you pass here. Think again. My friend here should help you get your head out of the clouds. Notwing's final battle.
Hi.
I have a cannon on my back this time. I just strapped this thing on and said,
Get to work. So this is an auto scroll boss battle.
Okay.
screen's gonna keep going, and he's gonna be
He's-
chasing
yeah.
us along, shooting bullet bills at us.
He's gonna be getting rid of clouds.
And we just gotta get his belly with the bandage on it
Gotcha.
and smack him. He'll get dizzy if he spins around for a bit. And then smack him down in 3 pounds and he's out. But he'll also break the cloud bridge.
Yeah.
So be careful. That helps too. If you throw yarns at his cannon, it'll overload and explode and he'll go,
Oh. Okay. And then he just rolls off the side.
yep. Rolls out into the distance.
I worry about that sometimes because I sleep on the very edge of the bed. And I'm like, I really hope that I don't like jump in my sleep and just like fall off.
Hear a thump and I'd be like, what was that? Oh,
It finally happened.
there went the wife. Let's just hope Luna's not on top.
Well, because
Castle's
collapsing. I know. Because so far, the only time I've ever fallen off the bed is when you pushed
Shut
me
up.
off the bed.
We need context, especially for the new puppers. I didn't intentionally shove her off the bed.
Oh, you kind of did.
Wesker
yeah.
was-
You definitely.
Wesker was a newcomer in our household, and I wanted to bring him
Wesker's
up
our
to the
dog.
bed so that he could be closer to us, so he would just get rid of the
anxiety of
the
being in a
anxiety
new
of being
house.
in a new house. Exactly. So I brought him up to the bed, and he likes to stretch. And I'm like, well, I'll give you some room. I'll give you some room. So I back off, and then I hear thunk.
Okay, but here's the thing. Okay, for anyone that has a dog, most dogs like to touch you when they're sleeping. Whether it's a paw or if they're like just on you, they like to feel that their person is there. You don't like
To be touched.
to be touched. So the dog kept trying to be like, where's my dad? And he'd like scoot over to you so that he was touching you. And then he'd like stretch his little paws out. And you'd be like, oh, you need more room, buddy. And you'd like scooch me further away. And then like the dog then would scooch closer because he's no longer touching you. And you'd be like, oh, you still need more room there, buddy. And then scooch more until I fell off.
I heard the thump.
And that was
Wesker and I
the
looked at each
only
other.
time that I said it's me or the dog. Because
Wesker and I
I
looked
would
at each
lay
other,
my life down
and
for
we
that
were like,
dog. I love
we're in
him
trouble.
so much.
Daddy,
But I also am a very aggressive sleeper.
Daddy, you made a big mistake.
I need my sleep or else I am not a nice person. Like, I'm barely a nice person
Truth.
with sleep. You know.
Bubblegum in a dish. We got Yoshi. How do you wish? So yeah, we got Bubblegum Yoshi.
Because that makes sense. He is cute, though.
Well, yeah, I'll give it that. He is cute. I think you'll like this next level. We are going to Yoshi, the terror of all booze.
I've heard this music.
Uh-huh. It's a good one. It's a winner. All right, we're gonna, let's see here. See hidden items, maybe?
So now me and Wesky will lay on the bed whenever he's at work and it's storming and he's scared and I'm scared and we'll
I
snuggle
got it,
up on the
folks.
bed together.
That's ideal, when I'm out of the picture.
So
All right, so we're going into a haunted house.
he doesn't really like being up on like the bed or
No.
the couch.
Not anymore.
He immediately wants to get down.
So the boos are wireframe. And what we're going to do is we're going to find ourselves some yarn balls, and we're going to make some magic happen. I'll take you, and you, and you, and you, and you. There we go.
I like the little spikes.
Okay, no secrets in here, and no secrets over there. Good, good, good. All right.
You just wasted a yarn ball.
Had to make sure there wasn't a secret up there, too. Now, we're going to take this yarn, we're going to take this chip, and eat it.
Take this chip and eat it.
Ooh, hang on. You can only do it when they're blue.
Aw,
And they turn into little yarn
he's
balloons.
so sad.
Well, yeah, because they're trapped in yarn until
He's
they
like,
wiggle out.
I went from freedom to having to work, and I'm not pleased with that.
The monarch is not pleased. But that's how boos work in this game. So boos in all Mario games function with if you turn your back, they'll chase you.
Yeah.
And if you turn to face them,
They
go, "Ah!"
they cover their eyes.
Oh my!
Yeah.
That's how they work. So Yoshi's Woolly World added that additional layer of when your back is turned and they're like, I'm gonna get you, you can ricochet the yarn to hit
So
them
that they can...
and turn them into yarn balloons, which you can ride to the top. And that's basically how this level is gonna function. It can be pretty tricky to get the timing right, I'm not gonna
just
lie.
love how sad they look. They're like, oh, I'm a working ghost now.
Aw, curses, foiled again.
Nyah, 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 nyah.
Okay. And we also have ghost platforms.
Oh.
So they go,
Peekaboo.
and what you gotta do is make them sad. Turn them into permanent platforms.
I'm with them, man. Like, I don't want to work either.
Oh no, I gotta be a staircase. But it doesn't last forever, so you gotta be quick. Ooh, and you gotta time it correctly. Gotta get that angle right.
Yeah.
So like, it looks fun, but when you play it, it can be a little frustrating to where it's just like, please, just hit the platform, please. Dang it.
Dang it, Bobby. Will you just hit the damn platform? I tell you what.
So come on. There's one room coming up that's
There you
just
go.
all these platforms, and you have to create a pattern to create a path.
Oh.
That part takes a while. But I think this also has my favorite Yoshi design.
Okay.
Like, it's really cool. Whoop, that is a fake flower.
Ah!
So they will actually go
Oh,
and
okay.
roll
I
towards
see it.
you.
They have little evil faces.
I think this is the only level with them, and I'm just like, you son of a bitch!
Rude.
Because, like, I'm looking for flowers.
They're your
and
evil
I'm just
twin.
like, oh, there he is. Ah, no, not Bobby, not Bobby! that's basically what's happening to poor little Yosh. And they're all through this level. To the point where you see an actual flower and it's
And
just
you're like, are you okay?
I don't trust
Are you
it.
real?
Friend or foe, friend or foe.
It's on me!
It's on me. Oh, God, it's on me! I want to do a stream of a Metroid game. I think it would be fun. Frustrating, but
It
fun.
would definitely be interesting.
Because I love Metroid,
Hey, as long as
but,
I'm
like,
not playing, because I'm good at puzzles and figuring shit out whenever I'm not the one playing.
Well, aside from, like, two-player games, which I think would be awesome streams, are there any games that you'd want to stream by yourself?
I don't know.
Well, not by yourself, but with me backseating and you playing?
See, I don't know. Because I don't feel as though I'm very entertaining to watch because I wander so much.
Fair.
Whereas I know, like, with streaming, people watching would be like, just turn left. Be like, okay, but I don't want to yet.
Yeah.
Like,
Just food for thought. Because, like, at the end of the day, like, I want us to have fun. But,
Yeah.
like, if someone's, like, riffing on you in the comments section
Yeah,
during the stream and, like, you're like, I'm not having fun.
like
And I'm
Crazy
like,
Max would laugh at me and I'd probably cry.
Aw.
Like, I don't do trolls very well. Especially, like, I'm not a super confident gamer.
Well, we got 3 mods to take care of that genital wart. So, don't worry, darling.
But
Again, and it doesn't have to. Like, there are games. I believe I sent you a list of, like, games I want you to play
Yeah.
in your lifetime.
yeah.
You don't have to stream those. You can play them in your off time. Whereas
Yeah.
most others, just sit back,
Yeah.
enjoy the show.
And I think that's the thing, is I enjoy watching them. Like, I enjoy watching you play.
But, like, it's also the question, because, like, there's a couple Zeldas on that list, and I'm just like, would you prefer to experience them by yourself first, and then watch the stream, or would you be okay with watching the stream, and then, in my time, I'll play this? But also, it kind of gives away the because Zelda's all about the discovery and, like, solving the puzzle.
Yeah.
If you see the solution on the stream, you're just going to play it and be like, I know
Look
how
who
to
you're
do this.
talking to. Do you genuinely think, after stream, and I decided to play it, that I would remember?
Maybe not all of it, but I think you'd retain some of it.
I would retain enough that it would probably be more fun for me.
Okay, interesting.
Because then it's not as frustrating when I can't figure it out.
Okay.
I have some semblance of like, oh, I remember I'm supposed to go over into this weird little section that I never would have gone over had I not known before.
And I'm saying it here first, I will release my iron grip on some games.
On your clutches.
And allow them to be stream-worthy before you have to play them. I will be like, okay, we can play this game sooner, instead of like, no, we can only play it after you experience it. You must experience the game yourself.
Because it's keeping in mind, you're a gamer. I am the wife of a gamer.
Yes.
So I don't feel the same experience that you do when you play something for the first time.
Okay.
Because, like, they're fun, they're special to me, but they're not, it's not the same experience.
Yeez goes.
Well, Yeez is the exception.
Okay.
But even Yeez, I watched you play it first before I played.
For a
not
couple
all
hours,
of it,
not the
but
whole
like,
thing.
you know, enough that I was like, yeah, I guess I could play it.
Okay.
And then I didn't blink for 8 hours.
Touche. Okay, just something to know.
It's similar to when you're like, oh yeah, me and the guys are gonna go watch this action movie. It's gonna be really cool. And I'm like, yeah, it doesn't really sound like something I'd like all that much. And then we watch it and I'm like, that was so good. And I'm like, but I wouldn't watch it on my own.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yes, I follow.
Like, I'm not gonna go on my own to see Planet of the Apes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's not something I would willingly go on my
It's
own
not your
and
dig,
like.
yeah.
However, if you're like, I really want to see it again at home streaming, I'd be like, yeah, I'll watch.
Okay.
I'm probably gonna love it.
Okay.
Because that's my personality.
Okay. All right.
I feel that
Here's
way
the room, by the way.
about a lot of games as well. Of like, it may not be something that I would actively seek out on my own, but as soon as I see it, I'd love it.
Okay. Alrighty then. Then yes, we're gonna release the iron grip and
Unclench your butt cheeks.
Yeah, unclench my butt cheeks, and it'll be like, it's okay. You can experience these games, whether you play them or not, and it's okay.
Yeah.
Sit back, enjoy the ride. We have plenty to play.
Yeah. Because I'm like that pretty much with any platformer at this point. I'm like, listen, I'll watch you play. I'm
Okay.
just...
Well, I don't think I put a platformer in your list.
No.
'Cause I
they
think
were mostly
I condensed the list, I
RPGs,
think,
yeah.
like, either 10 or a little less than 10. But, like, there were some Zeldas in there, and I
Yeah.
think the rest were RPGs.
Yeah. Which I really enjoy adventure RPGs. I like it when those have platforming elements, but it's not
Yeah.
the entire
Constant,
game.
yeah. I grew up with platformers. It's
Yeah.
engraved in my goddamn blood.
Like, I can see and recognize and understand and appreciate why this is fun.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not fun for me.
It's just not fun for you.
I don't have good hand-eye coordination. I don't have
What
depth
about
perception.
multiplayer platform games? Like the Marios where it's just like, you can play as Mario and Luigi.
If I can hurt you, no.
Oh, bummer.
Because just imagine,
That's the fun, though.
with my coordination, it's fun at first until you're like, all right now. All right, time to be serious. Okay,
Okay.
stop killing me. And then I sleep on the couch.
We gotta both play Cuphead, though. It's just an experience.
Well, I mean, I can hurt you, but I know I'm going to die before I kill you. So,
Okay. Taking notes.
I just know it's not going to be fun for you when I don't eventually actually get it.
Okay.
And I just continue to hurt you because I can't fucking figure it out.
Okay. Alright then. So if we do experience those, they're gonna be solo runs.
And I mean, that doesn't mean we can't play together for a little bit and then switch to like a solo run.
Okay.
I'm totally fine with that.
Okay.
But like playing an entire game on stream where I'm just constantly killing you.
Yeah. Alrighty. So you'd be more into, I believe it was Kirby and the Forgotten Land, where you can't hurt me.
I can't hurt you.
Yeah.
It was kind of like that as well, playing the Disney one that I've blocked from memory,
Oh, World of Illusion.
where like I couldn't hurt you there either.
You couldn't hurt me, you'd just slow me down.
Yeah.
Like, you'd hit me and I'd
I'm
be a little
fine
stunned.
like if it slows you down or if it's just like god damn it. But like if you take damage,
Mm-hmm.
nah, nah.
Well, in one of the Mario games, like, you can pick me up and toss me into the lava.
That's funny.
It's funny the first couple times. But like you said,
It stops being
it
funny
stops
real
being funny
fast.
real fast. Uh-huh. There we go. We're out of the ghost house. And we're going to go from the cutest design to the coolest design. I took a lot of damage in that ghost house. Oopsies.
Well, you're not trying to do no
They
damage.
cut up a good fuck no damage. If there is one completionist attribute that I just want nothing to do with, it's no damage. It's just like, cool, you can do it,
What's
good
the
for
point
you.
of doing it with no damage?
Bragging rights.
Did you even play the
Bragging
game?
rights.
Like,
Well, it is cool to like
could you
see
imagine
like a
trying to play
combat.
Ys with no damage?
It's impressive to watch, I'm not gonna lie. Because like you just get every flash guard and it's flashy. Speaking of which, Spooky Yoshi.
Ooh.
Yeah, that one's really cool. With like the glowing eyes
He's
and everything.
cute.
But like, no damage is like, I respect that you can do it. I want to do
Yeah.
I want nothing to do with that. Too much patience.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see you all in the next episode. We're nearing the end, folks.
Toodles!
Toodles.